Skarloey's old friend. One morning on the Navigate Railway, Skarloey was in the depot shed when Reneus, her handle, and Lou showed up. "Hello, Skarloey," said Reneus. "What are you doing?" "I'm thinking about an old friend," said Skarloey. "Oh? Who is his old friend?" asked the handle. "His name is Neil," said Skarloey. "Who's Neil?" asked Luke. Neil was a boxy green tank engine. He came to help ferry me from the port of Kirk Roman to his home at the Skarloey Railway terminus of Province Gate, explained Skarloey. "Wow," said Luke, "amazing. So where's Neil now?" "Sadly, he and both his boats were scrapped in 1901, said Skarloey. "That's terrible. I don't like when the steam engine gets scrapped," said Handle. "Me too. It only says that all steam engines will be scrapped soon," said Reneus. "Yeah, I miss him very much, Skarloey. Like, I really do miss him. Very much." They puffed away. "Was Neil really scrapped?" asked Luke. "Well, probably, since the age of steam came to an end in England," said Reneus. "If Neil was scrapped, there is no way we could bring him back. This is Skarloey," says Randall. And the 3 inches puffed off. Later, Thomas came down to the transit yard with some cars. Then Luke jumped in quickly. "Hello, Thomas," said Luke. "Luke," said Thomas. "Thomas, do you know of an engine named Neil?" asked Luke. "Well, I never seen an engine named Neil before," said Thomas, "but I've heard of him." "Good, you've heard of him. Has he been scrapped?" "I think so," said Thomas. So Thomas had said that he and both his boats were scrapped in 1901, said Thomas. And he puffed away. "Oh," said Luke. Thomas hopped into Napa Yards. He saw Sir Tom Hat and Winston. "Sir, has Neil been scrapped?" asked Thomas. "Yes, he has been," says Tom Hat. "Who's Neil and why has he been scrapped?" asked Winston. "Neil was a boxy green tank engine who worked on the Southern and Mainland Railway," Tom Hat explained. "What's the Southern and Mainland Railway?" asked Percy. "Well, it was the first standing-edge railway built on Sodor," says Tom Hat. "What happened to the railway?" asked Thomas. "Well, despite its name, it never reached the mainland, and it was a financial disaster. It was absorbed into the Northwest Railway in 1914. "Oh, I bet the engines who worked on that railway were scrapped," said Percy. "Right," says the Tom Hat. This made Thomas wonder why had Luke asked about Neil. Later, Thomas and Arthur were delivering a goods train when they saw an old track leading into a dark siding. Arthur was nervous about it. "Where do you think it leads?" he asked. "I don't know," said Thomas. "Let's find out." So the 2 tank engines went down the track. Then Thomas and Arthur saw something surprising. An old tank engine was sitting in the siding. "Neil?" said Thomas. "Yes," said Neil. "I'm Neil. Who are you? And how did you know my name?" "I'm Thomas and that's Arthur. And I've heard about you," said Thomas. "I know none of it who've heard of me. Skarloey." "Really?" said Thomas. "Yes. We were good friends," said Neil. "I have an idea. Why don't we ask Sir Tom a hat so you can be restored to see Skarloey," said Thomas. "That would be wonderful," said Neil happily. Arthur told Sir Tom that Thomas found Neil and he asked that he could be restored. And Sir Tom thought that was a grand idea. And so Thomas took Neil to the Solar Steamworks. where Victor and Kevin fixed them up to look like new again. And when they were finished, Neil followed Thomas to their transfer yards. Skarloey was there with Renee, Sir Handel, and Luke. Sorry, Skarloey, said Luke. What about? Asked Skarloey. Well, because it looks like Neil has been scrapped, said Reneus. Don't worry, said Skarloey. Neil might be gone, but at least I have good friends like you here with me, Skarloey said. Oh, but I'm not gone, came a voice. Who's that? Asked Luke. I know that voice, said Skarloey. And he came into the yard. In front of Thomas was Neil. Neil, is that really you? Said Skarloey. Yes, it is. I was told how much you missed me, so I've been discovered by Thomas and Arthur and restored by Tom Hat. So I can come and see you, and for us to be friends again, said Neil. Skarloey was very happy to see Neil again, and he's even more happy to have such great friends.